Okay guys, today I will be showing you how to do the Grand Gaia Chronicles Brave Frontier collab event on the Champions Ablaze, so the hardest difficulty on this. It's really not that difficult, fairly simple, as I'm about to show you. So one of the things you want to do, if you haven't noticed already, but a lot of the new characters you get from this banner give you a bonus to the tokens you get for the King Moogle. So that you can get, good gear and stuff like that, mats and whatnot. So if you just pick any of them, depending what you have, my group, this is what I consist of, is I have Warrior of Light. I'm using him for his full break. Get the armor down. I have Carl, who also get the bonus from, so he gives you a 75% bonus to what you've made when you do the event. And then I was lucky enough to get Lightning. I got her max level right away, and this is kind of what's helped me quite a bit. When I first had her, I didn't use her very much because, of course, she was level 1. I just used her friends. So right now, because if you don't have her, I also have Kefka. I was using her as a friend. I had a friend who had a 464 attack for lightning, and that's pretty much how I did it for a while until I was able to draw. Like I said, I got lucky and got lightning, so now I can use Carl to get that 75% bonus. And then using one of the other collabs, you also for using Soraya. You also get another 75%, so 150% total of what you've done. Warrior of Light. Maxed, you can see what I have there. Nothing major. I'm still farming, still fairly new. Free to play. I have not paid for anything. Normal abilities. Cura is really nice to have just in case one of your healers does go down. Lightning, of course. I buffed up as much as I could. Got the Chirijaden from the Halloween collab, I believe is what it was, and Enhancer and whatnot. A couple hero rings. Farming on those right now. One of the big things, though, is the boss does use a lot of fire attacks. So, and they're very strong. So you can get one shot pretty quickly if you don't have any resistance. So using Barfira pretty much makes this fight just the easiest thing in the world. You can still be messed up. You can still get bad RNG, but it happens. Kefka, of course, magic as much as possible. 372, nothing major. I don't have all the high end stuff. And then of course I have Lena. Got her maxed. She's going to be used a lot for her Kiraha and her cheer ability, which is really good to use in this. It's kind of needed. And I'll kind of explain as I go. So, here we go. So you have your first fire gods. You have a chance of pulling metal gods. We won't know until we beat these ones. Of course, these guys are fairly powerful too. So you want to kind of get through them really quickly if you can. So I, of course, try with Bladelets, anything that has AoE. Lightning, even though she has the crushing blow ability. Use Ice Blitz, because then Kefka can also use Blizzaga. And then you get that Elemental Chain, which is really nice, really helpful. Lena, you can. My guys are strong enough. I don't have to use this for this one, but just to show you. Use Cheer. You'll have plenty of room for it. And Sarai, doesn't really matter. Has a damage all enemies, so there's no AoE. Other than my Carl, who only has a Thunder Aura, so I'll just throw that on. Not necessarily needed. Really, all I need right now is Warrior Light, Kefka, and Lightning. And I can take out these first 5 guys. You can see the Elemental Chain. Of course, it's their weakness because they're fire. Just makes sense. And like I said, you saw, I don't have a high-end Lightning. I don't have all the high-end gear. I have 0 of the TMs. I haven't farmed any of them. As you saw, it says 2 of 3, so you don't get any of the metal gods this time. They're very simple. If you do get them, they're on the 3rd round. You'll get 3 of 4. They're on the 3rd round. You just attack them. They really do no damage to you. You should be able to beat them with a few hits. This one, these guys are exactly the same before as the other ones. I already have it all set up. I'll go ahead and do it though for the sake of argument. So Blade Blitz, Thundara, Ice Blitz, Blizzaga, get her cheer ability going again, and Soraya, damage all enemies. And we'll attack them all. Usually it's Beast King Zagar for me, who doesn't always go down right away. As you saw there, he didn't die. He can do the Twin Slash, which is usually can be very painful. But that's why that cheer is so helpful. You want to make sure that before you go to the next level, that you do heal everybody. Back up to full. And then I like to just do all the basic attacks, because then you get more of your gems to fill up your LB gauge. Just in case you ever want to use it. I don't hardly ever use it for these fights, but you can on certain points if you make enough. Now, of course, here's your big boss battle. Holy Flames Vargas. Very powerful. You want to take him out as quickly as possible. We're going to go ahead and do a full break on him. Now, he is susceptible to Paralyze and Blind. So if you have either ability, use those. Ramu has Blind ability that if you pay for the slot in it, use that, level it up. You can use Blind. I put that on my Carl. My Carl is useless pretty much for this because he's only like really low level. I started him at level 1. So he's given this ability. Give it a shot, see if it works. I just let it go every time because he's not useful for anything. So it didn't work that time, unfortunately. We'll try next time. So even though Lightning's really powerful, she was the only one I had at the time that could use Green Magic level 4, so I could use Barfira. So there's Lightning. Of course, Lena's going to use her cheer. Cheer ability. Kefka. Hyperdrive, very powerful, unmitigated damage. And yet again, Blazer, it's all you can use. And you'll see here how little damage this does, but a decent little chunk. And there's your resist. You got to have your resist. He can do this multiple times, and then he can also attack randomly. Got lucky that time, didn't kill anyone. Go ahead and heal up fully. Make sure you're lightning. Now you can use Crushing Blow, of course. Reduce lightning damage for one enemy. Very powerful attack. Do that and repeat. See if we can blind him. Okay, cool. Got lucky that time. We were able to blind him. You'll see here just how much that really affects all this. Lots of misses there. You get a couple hits, Nothing major. He does it again. This is why you need this. If you didn't have the Barfira on you, I probably would be dead. Even though my Lightning has 4,000 HP, probably still going to die. If not, very close. Everybody else would, and you would end up losing the battle because it's not a very quick one. Depending on who you pick, I'm picking Soraya so I can have 2 of the Brave Frontier collabs. We'll go ahead and hit repeat again because it's the same abilities. I'm using those. I have a third one. I have my own Soraya. But I kind of need everybody right now because my Soraya is only, of course, only level 1. If I had her, it would add another 75% to the gems at the end. Going to use Carl's Ice LB Gauge. Do that and repeat. Rinse and repeat. And that should be it. That's a win there. Not too bad. You, of course, depending on your friends who you want to pick. If you don't have Soraya, use Lightning if anybody has that. The new Elza is also pretty good against this person. Can lower their spirit, so it helps damage them even more. I can usually about 2-shot this if I have a friend who has Soraya. So you can see unit XP, 21,000, pretty basic, which is really nice. Level Carl up there. But Karma there, you can see, times 204, so that's what I got. Looks like it froze on me. We'll reopen this here and see what it says. Received 200 Karma. For that, I should have received 300 bonus Karma for having both of those characters. in my team. Your friend does help. That you get 75%. Elza gives you 100%, not just the 75%. So if you have a friend, use Elza as much as possible. She's very useful. Sorry that went out. If you guys have any questions, comment down below. Let me know if you want to show any other events. I will be keeping up with these. If you do get a metal god, you get 1,000 extra karma per metal god. They can spawn up to 3. Which means, of course, if you finish it and you have 2 characters like I did, 75%, you get 100% of the normal, so you get like your 3,200. But then you also get 75% for each character, unless, of course, you have Elza, you get an extra 100%. So on one I did, I luckily had Elza, so 175%. I made about 8,500 karma on that. So it's actually fairly easy to get all this kind of stuff. It's a 2-week collaboration, not too bad. Otherwise, if you have any questions, let me know. Thanks again for watching.